Hey friends, Sonia here. Juicy secret time, right? Oh my goodness, I saw Mandy's post yesterday and all the comments, and I was like, this is definitely a topic I'm passionate about. So I thought I would come on here today and just share with you guys just a few things that I think, as some of you are young network marketers, young in business itself, maybe some of these tips can help you to sustain a long business. I've been in network marketing 29 years. There was about 2 years in there where I did not do network marketing, but even when I worked for someone else, I still tried network marketing because I believe in it. And more than I believe in, even, well, not more, but as much as I believe in it, I believed in my dream. And I'm going to talk about some things, and I want to get on with it because it could be very long. And I don't want it to be long, but it could be long. All right. First of all, let me say this quote. I've always heard this, and I love it. There's nothing more powerful than a soul on fire. There's nothing more powerful than a soul on fire. I remember when I went to my first convention with network marketing, and I was still in college, and I went to that convention, and I started crying. The entire convention I cried, and I said, I know this is God's calling on my life. And to go home, quit college your senior year, and to tell your parents you're going to win a car and do this career forever, most people would probably laugh, and people did laugh. But I knew that I knew, okay? So if you felt that God brought Plexus to you, and maybe you've never done anything like this, maybe you have, but you felt that, then you need to know this is where you're supposed to be. That's number one. So my number one thing, you have to make the decision to never quit. You've got to make that decision. If you let outside circumstances, if you let things that are out of your control your feelings, it's going to be tough to make it. You can never follow your feelings. Let me give you an example. I know Wendy, I did a thing with Wendy the other day, and I taught on this. I'm not going to go into that extensive right now. I'd love to do that, but let me give you an example. If I followed my feelings, let me give you a picture. I don't feel like working out. I don't feel like cooking. I don't feel like eating healthy. I don't feel like following up. I don't feel like working. I'd probably be divorced and 1,000 pounds and miserable, to be real, because if we followed our feelings, would we really be productive and successful? Probably not. And I think that's what and that falls into emotional maturity too, but it's easy to follow how you feel. It's not easy to just go into action and knowing your feelings will follow your actions. So we can't afford to follow our feelings. I know I cannot afford to follow my feelings. I'm not a happy person if I follow the way I feel. So I hope that makes sense. Susie, I love to cook. Susie, you got to make an affirmation. I love to cook. It energizes me. It makes my family happy when I cook. All right, there you go. Number 2, stop questioning yourself. If God brought you to it, He'll bring you through it. You've always heard that God does not call the equipped, He equips the called. It is so true. He called me to this industry at 19. Do you think I was ready? Do you think I was equipped? No, I did everything wrong for several years. I did everything wrong for several years. Hence why I'm here today and can maybe help you prevent some horrible mistakes. So stop questioning yourself. If you're here, you're here. And some of you have to make that decision that, you know what? And maybe some of you, maybe this happened really fast, and you had some good people on your team that took you to this rank, and you've never done this kind of business, and you're like, and then you feel like, I saw some of the comments yesterday, you've been stuck in a position, or you've been hanging here for a while, and what's wrong with me? But here's the deal. There's nothing wrong with you. You can't that's like saying, that's like for some of you who got a position on a lot of momentum on your team, and then you're going, okay, what do I do? That's like giving somebody a title that comes in off the street, and you say, you know what? I know you've never done anything like this, but I want you to be the CEO. And you're like, okay. And you're the CEO all of a sudden. Do you think you're equipped? No. You have a lot of learning to go, a lot of mistakes to make, a lot of growing that has to happen, a lot of classes, a lot of training. And you know, you're going to be that CEO, and you're going to do some of that, and then you're going to get to a point where you're going to feel like, oh no, what's going on? What's wrong with me? I'm stuck. I'm going backwards. What's going on? Well, stop it. Stop looking at those things. Those are outside circumstances. Stop it and go, okay, I'm at another point in my career. I have this rank, and so now I'm at a new point, and I've got to grow myself some more. Maybe in this area where I'm weak, I've got to put a little bit of focus in here. Maybe, you know, don't focus on your weaknesses. John Maxwell will tell you that. But you have to, you can't ignore the ones that are hindering you from leading people to success, okay? So you either delegate it, or you get good enough that you can do it. But don't focus on your weaknesses, but you also have to get them up to par to where you know you can function and bring people up. But also, oh, I lost my train of thought. Hang on. Oh no, it's coming. Oh yeah. Being vulnerable. A lot of times when you get to that point where you've been with this a while and you kind of feel like you're here, sometimes it's you just need to become very open and honest and an open book with people, and so you can connect with people. People need to feel like they can connect with you and that they can relate to you. It's okay to say, oh, I've been there, girl. Let me tell you, man, what happened here. And people go, oh my gosh, that happened to you? You're real? I can do this too. That's what gives people belief. So you may get to a point where you haven't been very open, vulnerable. Get there. It's very important to your growth. Number 3, I don't like the number things because I go all over the board sometimes, but number 3, and I think I just said this, only focus on what you can control. What can you control? You can control, you know, if you're wanting to move up, you're wanting to move rank, you're wanting to maintain rank, whatever it is, you got to figure out, what do I need to do every day that I can control, that brings me joy, that that if I do this every single day, I'm going to get better and better. Maybe it's something you're afraid of. That's okay. You got to do something every day that makes you afraid. And I'm going to get to affirmations because this is so important. To me, mindset on this is it's everything. But you know, the things we can't control. We can't control the back office. We can't control what other people do. We can't control that people won't take their products long enough. All we can do is do our best to equip people and then let it go and keep doing more of it. So I think it's a freeing feeling when you can just say, people are crazy. People are crazy. And people are going to do what they're going to do. But what I can do is every day I can sit down and reach out to this many people. I can follow up with this many people. And I can be the best me and do it in the best way. And that's all I can do. And if I'm discouraged and down, okay, that's a feeling. But I can't follow that. Or I'm going to be on the couch eating bonbons watching, you know, 9 hours of Netflix. So I can't follow those feelings. Okay. Number 4. Oh my gosh. And y'all know, okay, I can't, y'all know, I can only glance at a comment and then I'm completely off. So I can't look at comments now, but I'm going to go back and look. All right. Affirmations. All right. Y'all know, okay, I'm huge on these, and I'm going to tell you, I have witnessed years of how these work, guys, years. And I'm going to tell you, we forget to use them. I forget to use them. I came home from Hawaii, and I said, I am making some new affirmations on the kind of people that I attract into my business. And I came home, and I started saying all these incredible affirmations. Examples. I only attract strong business builders. Everywhere I go, influential people flock to me. People join my team that are serious about running, and they are confident people. Just things like that. Lots of those. And y'all, since Hawaii, I've gotten one rock star, level 1, who is like, she's like beyond, like, it's like, what? I mean, it's unreal, okay? She is killing it. Confident. Oh my gosh, so excited. Building, just hit silver yesterday. One of those people doesn't really need me, but that's okay if she did. I'm like, need me, use me, but she's just amazing. And then today I got another one that's, I believe, is divine, and it's just going to be incredible. And I know that I know that I know that I know it's because of the affirmations I've been saying. Your mind doesn't know reality and fake. It doesn't know reality and pretend. So you just say the affirmations you want and believe it. And you know what? I want you to understand that if you don't believe you can attract people that want a business, and if you don't believe that God's going to put the people in your circle every day, I hope you're praying that. Every day, my prayer is, God, bring me the people that need to hear what I have to say. That's all I say. And then I do the affirmations to back it up. And if you don't believe that, then why are you doing this? Because it is about creating what you want. And, you know, God wants you to be successful. He wants you to be able to bless other people. You can't give out from an empty pot. Whether that is financially, health-wise. When I was sick, I couldn't help people. When I was broke, I couldn't help people. So you have to believe all of this, okay, to be true, and that it's what He wants for your life. And it is. And then you will believe this, and you will work it. Number 5, and I've already said this too, see, I kind of throw in things, is don't follow your feelings. And I already gave you an example of that. You cannot afford the consequences of following your feelings. So that's already said. I want you to make up your mind. I want you to make up your mind. And y'all know the difference. Let me just say this. Let me give you a great example. Last year when the XOS Slim came out, what was that, May, beginning of May, you know, I was like, oh my gosh, you know, I just feel like I've exhausted my warm market. I'm having to go find people and, you know, go find me some new people. And I was just in that place where I was like, you know, I don't really have like a follow-up list. Like, this is scary. I've got to go create something, right? That came out, and of course, the contest was going, and I was like after that came out, I was like, had a list of like, I don't know how many people sponsored, I think 14 over that 2.5 month period. Where did they come from? Where did they come from? I got excited. I made a decision to go into action because there was a prize that I was like, okay, I'm going to win this. I think, what was it? The Disney tickets or something for Leaders Retreat. I was like, I'm doing this. And I got excited. And when you make a decision and that soul is on fire, God will bring the people that you need in your path. And when you're doing the affirmations to back it, they'll just start appearing. You'll wake up in the middle of the night. You'll think of somebody. You'll write them down. Trust me on this. It works. It is truth. It is truth. And a lot of it is we just tell ourselves all these stupid lies, right? Just stupid lies, just garbage. I don't know anybody. Nobody wants to do this. Everybody, blah, 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 and it's just lies. It's just lies. Your mind's just that little computer, and whatever you're telling it, it just goes, okay, you're right. Nobody wants Plexus or whatever. And stop it. Change the computer, and you'll change the outcome. All right, so make up your mind that if you want more, if you want to move forward, that you got to do the things that scare you. You've got to be committed to life-changing affirmations that live up and line up with your beliefs and your dreams and what you know to be God's plan for your life, right? So I want you to, if you'll do some affirmations that excite you, listen to them on your phone, say them out loud all the time, because we're with ourselves 24 hours. We can't leave ourselves. Trust me, it just doesn't work. So you got to be your best cheerleader, right? So constantly talking out loud to yourself, for real. So if you will do that, I want you to watch the actions that follow the affirmations, okay? And then the actions from that will come those feelings of confidence and boldness and momentum. More of the same will follow, and that's what creates the momentum. You know, anytime you're feeling like nothing's going on, if you wait on the feeling, it's not going to come because you're already not feeling it. So you have to say, you know what? Why am I doing this? What's my why? I'm doing this for this reason, this reason, this reason. I'm going to go into action. You go into action, you're excited, something happens, you get a new excited team member, and then you're doing more of the same. And that's where more of the same comes. So it's stop questioning yourself and stop trying to wait on everything to line up. We are a very young company. We are 10 years young. Like, are you kidding me? There are bumps in the roads. There will be more bumps in the roads. But I'm glad there's bumps in the roads. I'm glad it's not smooth sailing. A lot of people leave, my thing is, if you can't grow where you're planted, it's going to be hard for you to leave a company like this, go somewhere else without taking people with you from your other company. It's so unheard of because, you know, you got to go inward, not outward. When the grass looks brown, you know, people want to leave and go to more green grass. Well, no, your grass is brown because you aren't watering it. You're telling it lies. You're comparing yourself. You're waiting on feelings. It ain't gonna happen. Your own grass where you are, and we have the best company, guys. I've been in 5 companies. I figured out another one the other day that I was in for a hot moment, and I've been in 5. If you can't build it here, you can't build it. That's my thing. You can't build it ethically somewhere else if you've been here. Let me say that. I have not seen one person do that yet. So please stop doubting yourself. And this is a legacy company. Don't take shortcuts. Don't, you got to build it on solid ground. If people aren't willing to join for $34.95 and $199 welcome pack or $99, that's okay. There'll be somebody who will. Because where I came from, it was thousands of dollars to join. And it was hard work getting people to do that. And I did it. And you could do that too. But why do that? We have it here. Find the people who are willing to do that. You don't have to give away the world. They don't need it. I mean, if you want to do an incentive, that's fine. But the company does a whole lot of good ones. So find those people that have a why that makes them cry and just go work with them. Lock arms and work with them. So, all right. I love you guys. I didn't mean for this to be 18 minutes, but I knew it would be because I have so much to say. But I have so much more I could say on the feelings and the action, but that's for another day. So, love you guys. Let's just lock arms and go find those runners and create momentum in our upper levels. Yay, right? Have a great Monday. Love you guys.